From deadly flooding in California to heavy snow threatening much of upstate New York and New England, wild weather is being felt across the continent right now. CNN's Shelley Malashi takes us to the most devastated areas.
Californians are bracing for another atmospheric river that is expected to bring heavy rain to an already flooded region.
We are dealing with rain and wind events that I can only describe as a super soaker saturation event.
More than 18 million people in the Golden State are under flood alerts. Rescue operations are underway after levee breach in Monterey County, trapping residents in rising floodwater.
We were able to evacuate 2/3 of Pajaro. The other people who stood behind to try to gather their things are now trapped behind the water line.
The National Weather Service says rain is expected to start intensifying late Monday, and the heavy rainfall combined with the snow melt is forecast to fuel more flooding in the coming days. On the other side of the country, the New England coast is prepping for the season's first nor'easter.
We are looking at potentially the biggest storm that we've seen, at least, here in Massachusetts.
More than 20 million people are under winter alerts in advance of the storm, including residents in Boston and New York. The coastal storm is forecasted to bring over a foot of snow in some areas and winds up to 60 miles per hour beginning Monday night. Another big concern is power outages.
Our crews do a very good job. They get to a site, they assess the winds, and they make a determination whether they can go up in the bucket or not.
From deadly flooding in California to the first nor'easter along the New England coast, March is roaring in like a lion. Shelley Malashi, KITV4 Island News.
And this is California's 11th atmospheric river so far this season. A study by NASA scientists says both severe flooding and long droughts have intensified over the last 2 decades because of climate change. The storms have caused significant flooding, mudslides, and collapsed bridges. Take a look at this. You can see those waves crashing up over the wall and covering the street with water. The indication is that these intense events will increase as the climate crisis gets worse.